Right, now let's talk about phone numbers. So when we have a 0 in a phone number, we can call it O. We often call it O. And if we have 2 zeros, we might call it double O. So looking at this phone number, what is the correct way to say it? 00498992131775 or 00498992131775 is the answer. 00498992131775. All right, now it's time for you to practice. Use these phone numbers and decide, how do you say them out loud? Here are the answers. The first one, 3492209086. The second one, 003445262229, or you can say 44229. Okay. The third one, 0708811443. And the last one, 00441916700998. All right, now let's talk about vocabulary for emails. So when someone asks you what your email is, or if you must ask someone else what their email is, they might use these vocabulary words: dash, slash, at, dot, or point for British English, underscore, .com, or .com. Most frequently you will hear .com. Okay. Right, so let's practice. How do you say this email? A, steve-tops@servermail.com, or B, steve-tops_servermail.com. Pause the video and choose A or B. The answer is A, Stephen-Tops@servermail.com. So most people know how to spell Steve and Hops, so you don't need to specify. But they may ask, Steve with a V, and then you can say yes. Now, let's do some practice of these emails. How might you say these emails? Pause the video and practice. All right, here are the answers. So for the first email, courses@language-school.co.uk. The second one, with Griffin, some people may want to spell it with one F. So it's best to spell it out for them. So b.griffin, Griffin, @yeehaw.com. And the third one, Chaz, is also difficult to spell because it might have an S or a Z. So CHAS_76@email.com. Now we're going to practice creating questions when we know the answers. We've done this a little bit before in previous lessons, but let's continue practicing to get better. So the first answer is Jukka, Jukka. So the question is, what's your first name? So this is like doing an online form. If the answer was Santa Virta, what do you think the question might be? We already know Jukka is the first name. So remember, this is capitalized, so it's a proper noun and it's probably a name. So if we already know the first name, the second name is probably the family name or the last name. So take a look at each of these answers and try to come up with what the question probably is. All right, so we covered in the last slide that Jukka is the first name. Looking at the second piece of information, knowing that we're doing an online form, seeing that it's capitalized, I think it's safe to assume this is a proper noun. this is a name. Okay, and since we already have the first name, this is probably the last name. So the question is, what's your last name? Looking at the next bit of information, 11 Armley Road, Chicago. We know this is an address because it has a number, and then it has a road, and then it has a state. So what's your address? Next, we see married. What's your marital status? Next, we see a date, October 5th, 1975. What's your date of birth? Dentist. What's your occupation or job? Finish. What's your nationality? jukas@hotmail.com. What's your email address? 00441914543398. What's your phone number? All right, I've attached a resume here, a sample using Jukas Santavirta's name and information. Okay, so we see on this resume at the very top, we have the name in bold. It's big and easy to see. We've got the address and the cell phone and the email. So it's very easy to reach this woman. Okay. After that, very clearly, we have academic profile. So we are seeing that there are bullet points to help us see the information clearly and get to where we want to go. So if we don't want to see the academic profile, we just want to skip down to work experience, it's very clear and it's in bold, so we can quickly and easily see all the information here. It includes a graduate degree, high school, and companies, including the address, telephone number, length of time employed, and the duties there. Generally speaking, resumes include 3 workplaces, the last 3 places that you've worked, company name, and all of that information, and at the bottom, references. So again, you will want to include the boss's name, their email, and how you know them, what position they have at the company or the school that you work. Resumes should be 1 page in length and very clear and easy to read. Okay. All right, let's review what we've learned. Okay, we learned that British dates go from smallest to largest, day, month, year. American dates go from month, day, year. Phone numbers, 0 can also be known as O, and 00 can also be known as 00. When we are talking about vocabulary for an email address, we have a dash, slash, at, .com, or point. Thank you for joining me. We'll see you in the next lesson.